Hi guys, and welcome to my book talk. I'm Rosie, and today am going to talk about a good book, a not so good book, and manga. So, today we have Equal Rites, Vampire Kisses, and Fullmetal Alchemist. I'll get to them each in their turn, but first off, let's start with the fact that I have coffee, because coffee just makes the world go round, and I don't know why I'm drinking it now, but I wanted some, so I am. Coffee. Coffee. So, the good book of today. Equal Rites. It's about this girl, Esk. My cat is doing craziness. Backstory is that wizards pass on their magic on their verge of death. So, they find the seventh son of a seventh son, and they pass on their staff. It's a big staff of wood, it's just a wooden staff, and that didn't actually look very wrong. Yay! So, they give a baby their staff for the baby to grow up into as a wizard. So, what happens is, this wizard comes and finds the seventh son of a seventh son as it's being born. So, he doesn't really have time to figure out if it's a girl or a boy, so he gives the seventh son of a seventh son his staff, but it ends up being the seventh daughter of a seventh son. So, that's always fun. You know, smack around my hand for it. God damn you, hand, why don't you do what I ask you to do? Oh god, now that we've officially figured out that I am crazy. Terry Pratchet is an amazing writer. She uses sounds. She sounds things out. Like, on the first page, it says, a bass note sounds. It is a deep vibrating chord that hints that the brass section may break in at any moment with a fanfare for the cosmos. Because the scene is the blackness of deep space, with a few stars glittering like the dandruff on the shoulders of God. That's God, for those of you who don't speak my native language, which is Glitterbur. That's a real language, I made it up myself. It takes place in the world of Discworld, which is a disc on the back of two elephants on the back of a giant floating turtle through space. Floating turtle. Awkward turtle makes awkward okay. So, it's about this girl, Esk, and she was born with the powers of a wizard. Now, it just so happened that down the road thing, that's where they live, which is a small town, it's up in the mountains, and down the road, lives a witch, whose name is something. She's Granny. She's just Granny. So, through this, Esk learns about how to make potions and witches are more like druids, more like warlocks. Think warlock for druids, and druids for these witches. And so what happens is she teaches Esk about witch stuff, like borrowing minds, like minds of animals, and apparently minds of buildings, if it's old enough, but that's later on in the book, which you will have to read to learn about. But it's about this girl, Esk, and she's born with wizard abilities as a girl, and it's never been heard of. It's never happened. And she's just like, you know what, I'm awesome. I'm gonna do it anyway. And at this time, she's like 12, probably. Something like that. So, it's a whole lot of everything coming together and making a crazy storm of awesome. I have no other way of explaining it. So, Esk goes on an adventure to find the wizard school of something, and somehow they get lost along the way or something. It's the normal plot line with craziness just kind of forced in there. Like, hi there, I'm normal. No, you're not anymore. Basically. So, I might just edit that part out. You never know. So, this is all a bunch of lovelies. It's a whole lot of cool, and a whole lot of fun, and a whole lot of unadulterated fun, witty, frequently hilarious. Oh, God! On the back, it says, in Equal Rites, a dying wizard tries to pass on his powers to an eighth son of an eighth son, I'm sorry, I was off, who is just at that moment being born. The fact of that the son is actually a daughter is discovered just a little too late. Yeah, pretty much the whole thing. And she just goes through life figuring out that she's a chick wizard and she likes to learn. She likes to learn a bit too much. But at the end, there's a whole lot of cool and a whole lot of awesome that you'll just have to read to find out. So it's Equal Rites, spelled like that, by Terry Pratchet. Look it up. It's an awesome read, and it was given to me by my brother's fiancée, Marcy, and I'm going to force her to watch this. So, Marcy, hi. Thank you for the book and the boots. Boots are awesome. So, you can stop watching now, Marcy, if you feel like it, or you can watch the whole way through. The next book, my meh-ish book, is Vampire Kisses by Ellen Schriber. Just so happened that Ellen Schreiber's Jewish, which is awesome, because, I mean, Jews are awesome. I'm a Jew. I like Jews. I like juice. I like grape juice. That's gonna be deleted. So, what happens in this one is that Raven lives in Dulceville, where nothing ever happens. Until now. Bum, bum, bum. The mansion on top of Benson Hill has been empty and boarded up for years, but a new family has moved in, a family that never ventures out during the day. Who are these people? Especially a handsome, dark, and elusive Alexander Sterling. Oh my God! You can just feel the female hormones going everywhere. Or rather, what are they? Could the town gossip actually be true? Are they vampires? Raven, who secretly covets a vampire kiss, they said. Both are at the risk of her own mortality, and Alexander's loving trust is dying to uncover the truth. Bum bum bum, bum bum bum. Not as suspenseful as it wishes it was. Right, so it's about Raven and Alexander. Raven trying to figure out if Alexander is a vampire or not. I'm gonna ruin it for you. Don't read it. It's a terrible book. Book. She figures out he's a vampire. He goes away. It's really obnoxious and for little 12-year-old girls. If you're a 12-year-old boy, don't read it. Just don't. Don't risk your manliness. If you're a 12-year-old gay little boy, then go ahead and read it. I believe in you. Go gay. I love gays. As a personal fact, I have quite a few gay best friends. They're all gay friends. So, crappy book. Don't read the crappy book. Crap. Author is awesome. Book is crap. She finds out he's a vampire. He runs away. Because he cares. That's about it for this one. Right. Oh God, I just threw a book. I feel so bad. I actually do. So, the manga of the weekday, whatever the heck it is that I'm gonna do this. Fullmetal Alchemist. Sounds awesome, doesn't it? And so, to give you just a little hint of this awesomeness, it'll be I want that page, and I want, let's see, I want this page. Check out that awesome section. Check out, just look at it, And then there's also this one. Where is it? Right here. You see it? Do you love it yet? Do you want to caress it? I'm gonna stop creeping everyone out. So the main storyline here is that Ed and Al, Ed being the older brother and Al being the younger brother, their mother died at a young age. So that's pretty unfortunate, and my thing just came undone. So, when they figure out that, yes, they're pretty good at alchemy, they try and bring her back, because she dies from some disease that she never told anyone about, but was going to kill her, so she should have told them, but she didn't, but whatever. One second. I'm just going to kind of... It's hard to do that on your own. So, they try to bring her back. What happens is, Al loses his entire body to the other side, I guess. And so... coffee. Ah! Wait. Wait. Titties. So, what happens is, Al's entire body is lost to the blah, and Ed loses his leg. What happens is they don't bring their mother back. It's a pile of steaming something. I don't even know. It's like a lot of that. And so Ed, realizing that his brother's gone, transmutes his brother's soul into a suit of steel armor. Yay. And so by doing that, he loses his arm, which is kind of odd because I guess a fully grown female soul costs a body and a leg, but a little boy's soul costs an arm. I wonder what would happen if you tried to do that with an adult. So, oh god, ow, oh, my leg is dead. So, the entire storyline is just them trying to figure out how to get their bodies back. Along the road, in the first book, they find a faulty religious leader, corrupt and all sorts of nonsense, who has the Philosopher's Stone, which is what they're looking for in order to get their bodies back, and a fake Philosopher's Stone, by the way. And so they take him down, but the homunculi, such as lust and there's gluttony. Here's gluttony. That one, that's gluttony. There are homunculi such as that, and they create the Philosopher's Stones. It's discovered later more about those, but you can tell that later. And then, along in this story as well, Ed and Al venture into a coal mining town where they mine coal. Da-da-da-da. And Ed is used as a piggy bank because they don't really get much. And so, what happens is there's a corrupt official there too, and Ed fixes it with his alchemical awesomeness. And then he saves a train from being taken over by some kind of crazy weirdo something, criminal, that's the word I'm looking for. That's the first book. Second book is Ed finding out more about more magical alchemical stuff, and so then he finds a dude who is also corrupt and is going to use his daughter in order to keep his state alchemy license, and he does, and he makes a chimera of his daughter and his dog. It's creepy, and I'm not going to go into it. You're going to have to read it. And then there's a whole other craziness where, and then Scar comes into play. Scar, this dude right here, he's Ishbalan, which is another country, and he destroys Al's arm. Yay. Boo. So they get into a fight. Discovered he's in Ishbalan, and so then Ed has to go back to Resemble, his hometown, and get fixed up by his lovely friend Winry, who is his mechanic. That is just about it. So, I love you, bleeders. Keep on reading. Mwah. See you next time, whenever that is, when I decide when I'm gonna do these. So, bye-bye. See ya. Adios, amigos. I'm gonna spew out random stuff. So long, farewell, adios, and adieu.